EA Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will put total weather to crank us up. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Giving him his pads. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to get it through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. NC State quick to the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And it's caught! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pass. It's Barnhart. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. just going to have their hands full with him today.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. He'll ride his man on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Twist his way through. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
NC State 14, Virginia Tech 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnhart. Good timing on the quick out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Wide open downfield. Open space at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Cut. C-State.
Yeah, back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Stands in and takes the hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires on the move. It's caught. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The jet sweep pass. Past the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
Gonna run it. It's rush. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on him. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Looking to throw, it's Barnhart. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He is was a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agreed, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Time to take a shot. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. Got him downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Got it.
NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
In the red area, it's Terrell. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCray. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Bulldozes his way through. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that in.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and
Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Finds a man by himself. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Buys a little extra time. Got rid of it just in time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
To the air, it's Barnhart. Gets it out quickly. Bringing the heat. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 8.
This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
NC State.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just trucks through it. And oh no, he loses the ball.
What is
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
On the ground, it's Terrell. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Just ran over it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Ready, set.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, NC State 35, Virginia Tech 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. On the move. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The give to the left side. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. NC State going up tempo. After the run, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodgers. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Rush. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They're bringing heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion, they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late.
Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Looking for a man. It's Barnhart. And that ball is picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Okay, ready?
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The back goes in motion. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young...
Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense set for a 1st down play. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Hand off from the shotgun. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Just destroying his way through the field. Touchdown, NC State! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Charlotte pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The 49ers were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big leads, and you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
Yeah, Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Wiggins. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Looking at a 2nd and short now. He'll set up to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to throw. It's Barnhart. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires and picked off. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.